Hi, it's Kim with Guide to the Good, and this is the next episode of Digital is Doable. And Ryan is here, hooray! How are you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing great, enjoying this lovely St. John's July weather.
Ryan is our marketing and outreach sustainability coordinator. He has done some traveling recently, but I'm delighted that you're back in the capital today to do this. And we had a laugh saying I have on my official Digital is Doable jacket, which I've worn all seasons, including today, which is July 12th. So Digital is Doable. We're here to help local companies feel really good and comfortable about their digital marketing. So every month we talk about a different topic, and people were really interested in the topic of Google Analytics 4, because as of July 1st, Google Universal Analytics stopped recording. So Google was very helpful with the transition, but it's always good to talk about it, and as well as being a great guy for going around and talking about Guide to the Good, Ryan is a marketer with great expertise in analytics and Google and all that stuff.
Great.
Yeah. So here you are. All right, good. I am going to ask questions, and Ryan is going to give answers.
I'll do my best, certainly, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right. So, we said all that. All right, so. What was the first question?
I think we can start just by telling people a little bit about what Google Analytics is and what it does. So
sure.
Basically, it's a free web analytics service that's offered by Google. Helps you track and report website traffic and also mobile app traffic and events. So
that's a new one, right?
Yeah, it's a newer feature. So if you have an app and you want to be able to track all your traffic and all the events that are happening on that app, you can do that through Google Analytics as well. And if you're wondering why you should use Google Analytics, like I said, it allows you to track and understand your customer behavior, your user experience, your online content, your device functionality, and more. So you can actually use the data from Google Analytics to see how people are interacting with your website, and you can use that data to fine-tune your marketing campaigns to make sure that you're getting the absolute most out of them.
And the traffic that you want.
Yeah.
You're landing where you want.
Exactly.
Okay, so some people have asked, this Google stuff, do I need this? Do I need Google Analytics 4?
Well, that's a great question. And I mean, for some companies, they might think that they don't actually need Google Analytics because they don't really care about their website data and that sort of stuff. But if you do want to gain a better understanding of who is using your website or app and how they're interacting with you online, Google Analytics is a must. So if you're a small business or self-employed, you might not think that you need to track your user data. But even then, if your company grows, that data may be very useful in the future for guiding future marketing campaigns. And for e-commerce businesses, Google Analytics is a very useful tool to help you guide your marketing efforts and to make sure that you're understanding the customer journey from the time that they interact with your business for the first time through hopefully to when they make a purchase.
And all of that information is available, but also you don't need to cover all of that to get value from it, right?
That's right.
You can get little snippets and snapshots because the whole thing can be daunting, but little bits can be really, really useful. So next question, Ryan, is, how does it work?
Well, basically it works by installing just a small snippet of JavaScript code on your website. Don't worry, you don't need to know anything about coding or how to do anything like that. And that allows the program to track and report the data about the users and about all the interactions on your page. So it just gives Google a little bit of permission to crawl your website, to take that information from the visitors, and then to report that back in the analytics interface.
And we want Google to crawl our websites, right? Because that's where, it crawls around, the spider crawls around the web.
If you're not on Google, you don't exist.
Yeah. And it collects all the bits, and this is why the metadata is important, the keywords are important, all those things, and being authentic, being integrated in your content is important. So all that is part of it, and Google Analytics gives you, the person who owns the website, the back-end view of what's going on. So it's a little bit different than what you're pushing out, but it's a totally important thing. Okay, so you said words like snippet of code. How exactly do you get Google installed?
Well, that's a good question. I'll go over some notes on that. A lot of websites do have an integration with Google Analytics 4, so you can just go in there and set up the integration, and it'll do it all the work for you. But you do have to do a little bit of work when you go in there. So if you're already using an old version of Google Analytics on your website, if you go in, log in, you click on the admin button on the account column and click the admin button. Make sure your account is selected, and then select the UA property that is currently connected to your website. So the old ones will say UA in front of them, and then they'll have a little bit of a number.
That's Google Universal Analytics.
Yeah, Universal Analytics, that's right. So from the properties column, you select the UA property that is currently connected to your website, and then click GA4 Setup Assistant, and then click Get Started. And from there, it's pretty easy. If you see an option to create a property, that means Google Analytics can reuse your existing Universal Analytics tagging for your new GA4 property, and that'll create the new tag for you automatically, which is great. If you don't see the option to create a property, and you just see Create and Continue, just click that and follow the instructions to create a new property, and it'll tell you how to install the code snippet. So like I said, many website builders have a built-in integration with Google Analytics, but others may require to actually install that little bit of code directly to the head tag on your website. So if you're not sure and you don't see an integration, if you just Google connect Google Analytics 4 to whatever your website builder is, if it's Wix or Squarespace or whatever you're building on, Shopify, it'll give you instructions in on exactly where to go to install that little piece of code. And all you've got to do is just put it in your head tag, save it and verify it, and it'll be good to go. If you're using Google Analytics for the first time and you don't have an old UA property, the steps are very similar to the ones I've just covered. So you just won't have the old UA property to connect, and you'll have to start it from scratch. So just kind of get in the same way you start off and hit Google Analytics 4 setup. And there's just a little extra step of always having to get that little code snippet in there. So, and if you're having trouble, you can visit Google Analytics support at support.google.com/analytics. And if you really can't make it work, there's lots of great marketers around you can get in touch with that'll probably be able to help you out for a very small fee, me included. Got to do a little plug, right? So once you get it all done, there's a couple of things you want to check. You want to make sure that after about a day that you're going in there to check that there is actually some data coming through on the account, that you're seeing it, making sure that if you've got conversions set up, they're being tracked, and to make sure that any links to Google Ads and things like that that you might need to be done are all set up. So not everybody's going to need that stuff, but it gives you a lot of different options and a lot of different connectability to different parts of your marketing funnel to make sure that you're able to track as much data as you need or as little as you need.
As you need, so whatever you can use. And so if you used it before, if you use Google Universal Analytics, that data still exists, but it will stop recording. So no new data past July, they say July 1, but it's probably July 10, that there'll be no new data recorded on that UA account. All the data will be recorded on your GA4 account. So in our case, for Guide to the Good, we added the GA4 tag, or the installed GA4, last June. So we have a full year of data from June of 2022 on GA4, and the historical data of Google Analytics, it still exists as well. So, but there's nothing new coming into it. And that's important to remember, that Google Analytics 4 will only record from the time that it's installed. Anything that happened before it, won't count, unless they've done something magic. I don't think they have.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Okay, so I think that's it. Ryan is going to do a Loom video with a little bit of instruction on how to click through the things that we mentioned earlier, right?
Yep, absolutely. So I've actually got a website property all ready to go that hasn't been set up for Google Analytics 4, that has an old UA property. So I'm going to go through that and make, like Kim said, a little Loom video. And I'll probably attach it to the video that we upload for this live stream on Facebook. And then if anybody wants to go back, they can see some step-by-step instructions on just how to do it. So give us a few days to get that all completed, and we'll probably send that out in a blast to all you guys, so you can go in and take a look and just make it easy, because I know it's a little harder just hearing me talk about it. A lot of people are visual learners, and it'll be a lot easier if you can just go and see those steps as simple as they are, so you can do them yourself.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Ryan.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Kim.
This is Digital's Doable, Guide to the Good. We're a social enterprise promoting local, social, and green choices and helping local entrepreneurs become nimble in the digital marketing world so we can all build sustainable communities throughout this province. There's lots of ways you can get involved with Guide to the Good. We are excited because there's so many wonderful, awesome companies throughout the province. Ryan met a whole lot of new ones on the West Coast week before last. It's an amazing place that we live in. We're very grateful, no matter if you do wear the same coat all year round, in St. John's anyway. So we're really excited and believe, the things that we can do when we empower our local companies to be successful businesses, build strong communities, and all those good things. We'll be back next second Wednesday of August, which I think is the 9th. I think Ryan won't be here as a guest for that one because he is going to be at a Metallica concert.
Yeah.
But you can follow Guide to the Good at www.guidetothegood.ca. You can follow us on Facebook with Guide to the Good. You can join. You're probably part of the Digital is Doable group if you're receiving this. But anyway, and yeah, like, share, follow us. YouTube, we got lots of great YouTube stuff. And I think that's it.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. We'll see y'all next month.
Go local, be vocal. Bye.
Hi, Ryan here, Marketing Outreach Coordinator with Guide to the Good. Today I'm going to quickly show you how to complete your basic Google Analytics connection. First, you want to log into your account at analytics.google.com and make sure the site you want to connect is selected. If you don't already have an analytics account, you'll need to create one. Okay, let's get started. In the lower left-hand corner of the screen, you will see Admin. Get you to click on that. Next, at the top of the middle column, you should see GA4 Setup Assistant. Click that and it'll bring you to the Property Setup Assistant. We're going to click Get Started. From here you'll see a pop-up window. Just click Create Property and it'll bring you to the next step. From here, where it says Explore and Set Up GA4 Property, click on Go to your GA4 property. This will bring you to the Setup Assistant, and at the top right you'll see Open Connected Property. Click that and then click on Data Streams. This will open up your web stream details. From here you can click on your measurement ID, the little button here to copy it, and then click View Tag Instructions. When I click in, it automatically detects that this site is built on Wix. But if you don't see that, you can click Scan Your Website and Google will quickly determine if your site is on a platform that has a Google Analytics integration. If you can see that you also have the option to copy the ID here again. Below, you'll see instructions on how to connect your site. From here, you'll need to log into your website platform. I'm logged into my Wix website, and I just need to click on Marketing Integrations, and under Google Analytics, click Connect. Next, click to add your GA ID and paste the measurement ID we copied from Analytics and click Save. And that's it. Your site is now connected to Google Analytics 4. To add the tag code manually to your site, from our instructions in GA, at the top, select Install Manually. This will bring you to a page with the code snippet. Copy that and then go back to our website platform. On Wix, I'm going to click on Settings at the left here, and then I'm going to scroll down to Custom Code. Here you can see that I've already got some custom code installed. Some for my Facebook Pixel, Google Tag Manager, and Google Analytics. I can quickly look at it and edit these. If I didn't already have it installed, I can just click the Add Custom Code and paste the code in here and make sure that it's applied to the head section. If you're using Shopify, you'll need to click on the Online Store button, and that'll bring you to your theme. From here, we want to click the three dots and click the Edit Code button. At the next screen, click on Theme.Liquid and it'll open the code editor. Find the head tag, and just below it is where we want to paste the code that we've copied from Google Analytics. If you need to find instructions for a different website platform, you can just search on Google or on YouTube. You should be able to find some easy instructions to guide you. Now that our site is connected, we want to go back into our GA4 Setup Assistant, finish our tasks, and mark them as complete. We've set up our data stream, so we'll mark that as complete. And then we'll go to Google Signals. If you click on here, you can click Manage Google Signals, click Get Started, and it'll bring us into the activation page. From here, click Continue, then click Activate, and we're all done. We can go back out to our Setup Assistant, and now we'll just mark Google Signals as complete. Next, you can set up conversions. We're not going to cover that in this video, but if you wanted to track your website conversions, you can set that up here. For now, we'll just mark that as complete as well. You can also set up your audiences here. We're not going to cover that in this video either. We're just going to mark that as complete. Next, we'll go to Google Ads. If you have a Google Ad account you want to connect, you can do that here. You can click Manage Google Ad Links to connect your ad account. Click Link, and it'll give you a list of your Google accounts. Just select the one that you want to connect and click Confirm. If you already have an account that was connected to the old Google Analytics, you can just click to import from your UA property, which I'm going to do. Click Import Selected Ad Links up here and click Import. And now it is connected, and I can mark that as complete. Next, you'll have options to bid on conversions and target ads to GA4 audiences. We're not going to get into that in this video. We're just going to mark those complete as well. And that's it. Now you should be all connected. Make sure to check after 48 hours to ensure that the data is flowing. You should be good to go. Thanks for joining me for this tutorial. I hope you find it helpful, and don't forget to tune in on the first Wednesday of every month for more great tips and advice from Digital is Doable. And as always, you can visit us at guidetothegood.ca.